Welcome back to the Hopium Den. Let's get high. We are going to need some Hopium this morning because I am going to get out of that Temple of Liberation. Alright, here's our sled story. This one doesn't auto-read, so with the sled complete, you can now safely venture farther into the tundra. Captain Olmsted joins you for a test run on a borrowed scouting sled from the town guard, and you can't help but enjoy the taste of crisp morning air. The captain eyes the next hill, gives a wry smile. Your new sled might outmatch the design of mine, but there's no substitute for experience. He cracks his net. Let's make it interesting. First to that tree line over there buys the next round. Before you have a chance to agree or even spot the tree line in question, Olmsted has egged his dogs on down the hill. You push off in pursuit, but by the time you make it to the tree line, your competitor is nowhere to be seen. Then you spot him, seated on a log just inside the shelter of the snowy tree canopy is Captain Olmsted sharing a canteen of water with his panting sled dogs. Ah, glad we understand that there's still a thing or two you mercenaries can learn from this old-timer. Alright, Crane's recovery. So this is who we rescued from the library. You have been luckier than most, to have never spent more than a few nights in a Goler's cage. Of course, there have been times when your temper's gotten the better of you, when you've indulged more than was wise, and you've never been forced to spend night after night, month after month, sleeping on a stone floor with nothing to look forward to but a glimmer of morning light through iron bars. So you can't really fathom what it's like to finally be free from prison, or what a person would do when they finally got out, but you doubt they would do this. Kane Talongiel, a Quattro scholar. I'm just sticking with Kane. That's a wild last name. Gur? Yeah, it's got to be Talongur. You rescued from the unfettered catacombs has transformed his previously clean, albeit slate room into a cluttered, damp nest of an academic. I am not awake enough to be reading paragraph after paragraph, cramped nest of an academic. Somehow between last night and this morning, the Quattro has gathered several books and a large stack of parchment, and he's arranged everything on the floor around him like a flimsy mosaic. Behind him is a plate of half-eaten eggs and hard biscuits and several empty teacups. The bed looks unused, except the top sheet has been confiscated to sop up a large puddle of ink on the floor. His door is open, and when you knock on the frame, his face lights up in a manic smile. My stalwart friends, he bows without getting up, come to check on your rescued ward. What chivalry and perfect timing, I might add. As you can tell, I've managed to get in a full night's work. Crane pulls out a hefty book with an excited look. You ask if that will help get to the center of the unfettered facility. The Quattro frowns. Oh, fine, I suppose we can talk about that first. Crane unfolds a set of building schematics in front of you and shows you two paths from the library that will take you to the core of the facility. One is through the duct system, bypassing the bulk of the unfettered workers by sneaking above them. The other is a long, narrow path deep in the facility that Crane says is the unfinished transportation system the unfettered have abandoned. Both lead to the central chamber, but there's no knowing which one will yield the easier path. Now, Crane says pointedly, pointing out his book again, if we could get back to this. The Quattro clearly wants to move on from his memories of the unfettered facility, so you take the hint and ask what he's excited about.
Walking down the main street in Frosthaven, you see a burlap sack full of radishes slumped near the center of the road. You nudge the bag with your boot and find they're hard as ice. Looks like they've been here for some time.
Alright, do we want old road radishes, or are we just leaving them? I will just leave them.
You poke through the radishes and see the weather has kept them nice and cold. Still good. Someone will probably come back for them.
Alright, so after our last mission, I kind of stewed on that one for a while. I just was really frustrated, because man, it just seemed difficult tempo and health-wise to get through it. And I was like, okay, then it's got to be a me problem, so what am I doing wrong? So I reread the rules a couple times, made sure to understand when we do kill that last pillar, 2 automatons spawn, and I was like, there's no shot I can kill 2 more, but we don't have to kill those. Once we kill the 4th pillar, then we just have to kill the middle core. So, pretty much, I think the strategy needs to be, we don't get the wound, we just blitz the pillars, we try and ignore the automatons and their health the whole time, and just do big damage. So let's look here at our level 6 card. Consume stamina is really, really good if we were running the range build. Getting advantage on an attack is really solid because it's a move into advantage. This is also really good because I would move, I'd pop the retaliate, and then whenever an adjacent dies, so whether I kill it or it dies from retaliate, I get a persistent back. So this is kind of a burst way to get persistence back. I think accurate strikes is really good. Like, it sounds kind of better than it is, because for the most part, I only do single target attacks. Now with that, I could go back and take Fierce Barrage, because doing 4 to 2 at advantage is awfully powerful. But I think in terms of keeping my persistence out, this bottom is my best bet. Let me look ahead here, see what we got. Attack, move, attack. But this is another way to get 3 to 4 out. Against all odds is pretty darn good. It's a melee attack within 2 and gives me a bunch of persistence back. That's a nice pure damage card. This bottom, an attack 5 with poison kind of goes crazy. Because that's what I'm really missing, a way to do like 10 plus damage in a turn. So it kind of gets interesting late. I like his later cards. I like him. I think Consume Stamina is probably the best for my build, just to keep out my heals and my big attacking. Because if I can kill 2-3 things in a round, I mean, that's a pretty big jump in my bonus tokens. I can keep the heal out a lot longer. This, I think, is really good if I were sneaking back to the AoE stuff. So I'm going to take Consume and pretty much only use it for the bottom. Hand management-wise, then I want to get rid of something that I pretty much only use for the bottom. Which is probably my move to get 1 back. Yeah, this. Because now I pretty much have a better version of that with Retaliate. I got rid of a mid-initiative. Still have my late attack here. Alright, I like that. Perks, let's keep getting this better. I mean, the +2 immobilize feels pretty good. That might give me flexibility then on a late turn if I draw this to do something else. The hand item would be great if I had better items to bring. Man, I just don't want to make the deck worse. So I'm going to take this. I feel like my team's been lacking a little bit of immobilize anyway. Alright. So, tempo-wise, I'm going to do it again, and I am just going to blitz the pillars. I don't think there's anything for me to build. That's the one problem with not retiring in Frosthaven. Like, I'm just stuck. So we're going to jump right in. Do I need to change any cards? Do I need more movement on banner? Possibly. I'll look at that in a second.
Studying some tracks on the path and turns to catch your attention as you approach.
You there. A moment of your time.
He flags you down.
I've been searching for a vermling by the name of Drom, about yay high. Have you seen him?
When you don't immediately respond, he thumbs a wicked-looking blade and continues.
You see, this particular vermling killed someone quite dear to me, and I promised that I would return the favor.
The Esther's eyes flash a dark longing.
Ooh, spooky. So, full transparency, I've encountered Dram, but I'm having a hard time remembering if it was in this story versus the actual board game. Either way, I think we're just going to agree to keep him off our back, but that probably makes us more liable if he ends up finding out we're lying, or I'm just going to say I haven't seen him.
You tell the Esther you haven't seen Dram. His eyes linger on you a bit too long, trying to determine whether you're lying. But ultimately he shrugs and accepts your statement with a disconcerting smile. You hurry on to your destination.
Nice. Alright, back to our least favorite temple. We don't care about Wallflower. There's lots of elite enemies. No, we're not going to get all the automatons. Diehard's not going to happen as soon as they activate their attack and then do trap damage. That's done, so I'll take Pincushion there. I will take this. It's one big room, so we should be good there.
The room.
Decided to stick with my cards. So here's what we're going to do differently. Turn 1, I still need to set up Drifter's big damage, and then I'm going to move to get by the pillar, because the pillar doesn't hurt us till turn 3. So turn 1, Drifter's going to go solo 1 pillar. Turn 1, Banner and Gem are going to blitz towards the other pillar, and I might even get off a Javelin on the way. Then turn 2, I think I'm going to try and burst through the pillar right away with Gem with the Thrash and Flail. If I do that and a bottom that changes me forms, then I'm in range form to deal with the Flaming Blade. Turn 3. Okay. Let's see. So normal's on this side, that means the elite spawns over here. Drifter, you go that way. You guys come this way. So here, we need 4 movement to get there. Banner can give me 2. That puts me at range 3. So I actually think starting in range and doing a double attack turn feels pretty good. Either that or I could do an attack at advantage. I'm okay with this because neither of these are good movement ones. So that gets 2 attacks off, pretty weak attacks, but potentially down towards like 13 health. 13 health is within range of Thrash and Flail, plus maybe an attack from Banner. So Banner's got to give the movement, so that means I'm going to do the combined effort. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. If I change this, 1, 2... I was trying to also get off a Javelin throw. Because if I put Banner here, then I'm in range of a Javelin. But this is only at range 2, so then I can't give Jen the movement, so then I can't do combined effort. I gotta do the Bolting Blow bottom, which is a pretty expensive bottom. It's a very expensive bottom. I probably should have got rid of Rallying Cry for more movement, or Deflecting Maneuver for more movement. 100% should have, but that's okay. So I'm getting 1 attack off, 2, 3, and then I could either both attack this, or I could set up something else depending on how close it is. Maybe I don't have to burn for Thresh and Flail. Here, I'm going to go early to get away from the automatons. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't really want to do this 4 movement because I'd love to do an attack 6 on it off the bat. So I will just do the Shockwave movement, I think. Shockwave and set up Crushing Weight. Alright, is there any other way I could play this? So if Banner goes back to the middle, I don't get off the Javelin throw. But then I could also get there in 1 turn with Drifter. And by getting there in 1 turn with Drifter, I could get off a double attack. It doesn't help me tempo-wise too much on this side. Okay, we're going to stick with this. But I need to go at 36 here or else I don't get the movement. Good catch, good catch. That would have been annoying. Nice. They're not moving too far. I was thinking about Banner's cards. I really need to be using this. Bolting Blow is so good for the top. Like, I've got to mentally reprioritize that. But also, ooh, that's a lucky flip off the start. Well, also, it's hard to when Gem really needs the specific ranges, and setting up double attacks here is very important. Oh, this is a great start. Frosthaven God said, "We are sorry for murdering you every mission." Alright, so we're going to get through that one before turn 3 for sure. So I'm still in range form there. I think my play is doing a drag down this way. That changes me forms. And then probably just a basic move here. So boom, boom. Banner can then... We have this out. I'm kind of tempted to get back towards the middle. The only thing is, depending on what these flip, I might be in trouble. I think I'm going to go late with Banner. The only thing is, if I go late, then deflecting maneuver, I don't get the disadvantage, versus if I go early, I guess it's worth it. I'll just have to decide what's worth attacking. I might just leave Gem back with this guy and try and run away. On this side, it is time to do some damage. I don't care too much about getting persistence out yet. Sorry, my boys are freaking out there about something. Maybe I... Okay, so this is turn 2, so if I end by this, I'm going to take damage. I'll be right back. I'm letting them in. Alright, sorry about that. Freaking out at geese in the yard. So, I don't think I can kill this in only 2 attacks. I have my Frenzy Potion for the second attack. I don't want to just waste things here. So I think if I move 2 to this corner, he comes around. I still get 2 attacks off. Yes, I'm going to take 6, which is annoying. But then he'll also take 6. And I can do big enough health swings with Drifter that I'm okay with that. This would be a better turn to do the move and shield in hindsight. I should have just maybe wasted this for a bottom. And then I want to do a big attack this turn. Breakthrough it is. Alright, move 3, attack 1. Nice. Big guys are only moving 1. That's kind of lucky. The reason I'm using this for a basic move is because I don't plan to stand here and heal. Alright, I'm actually very happy with that advantage. It wasn't much damage, but I then didn't miss here, hopefully. Okay. Not bad. We got it close. So these guys are only moving 1 and 2. So 2 gets him here or here. If I use my... And then 1 gets him here. They are attacking 6. So that's probably worth avoiding. Which means I think I will just back up and take the attack here. I don't love that, but I also don't want to get pinned down. Like, it's hard. I don't want to get pinned in this hole, but I also don't want to take unnecessary attack 6. That's a lot of damage. But I guess I'm not taking any damage because I'm immobilizing here. So all I'm missing out on is attack 3 at advantage. It's fine. I don't care about the attack 1, I guess. Let me clean up 1 pocket behind me so these 2 are safe. We're already at a lot better tempo than we were. Well, that was a whack advantage attack, but it is what it is. No. I don't know why mentally I was just guaranteeing 3 damage. I needed to go attack that. I was thinking it was that too. Sorry. The dogs. I'm blaming it on the dogs. Stinking Merlin barking at those geese. Alright. I needed my second attack to be on that pillar. And mentally I had kind of planned on a backup by having Banner go later than Gem. But then I got fixated on the deflecting maneuver. So that's 100% my bad. Alright, we stick with our play. We Horn Beetle, we drag down. I'll still waste the banner's movement. Took me forever to see it. Alright. And I don't want to go at 70, so I stick with that play. I'm just going to move up to here and attack it, I guess, and then we'll attack this way. Now, it's kind of cheap of me because I do know that, I know my flips, right? So if I were really going to game this, I would attack my first one normal and my second one at advantage here to see if I did better than the miss. Oh, I meant to still click at advantage. I was talking about gaming it, but didn't actually intend to. Whoops. Whoops. Uh-oh, we're cheesing it. We're cheesing it. That was so bad. I 100% didn't intend to do that. I was talking about knowing my flips and what I could do, and then I just didn't click on the spy class. Oh no, that's so bad. Attack 3. Okay, we don't need this because we're already at advantage. That is so bad. Alright, my bad for that. My goal is to not spam these redo turns and completely, like, game the fact that I know what they're doing or what I'm flipping. That's 100% not my goal. That takes away all the authenticity of, like, the random turns. I only did it because I have to kill that pillar. And, then I just misclicked. I'm going faster than my brain is this morning. So I will slow down a little bit, but I'm trying to get as much content out as I can. Ooh, that's a nasty attack. Yeah, go that way too, so I have a clear path. Alright, the 6 is brutal, but he takes 6-2. Ooh, I'm pinned in there. I kind of hate that, but that's alright. I'm going to hit the pillar anyway. So here, I think it's time to get out my persistent health. I'm going to be pretty weak after this turn, but I still need to do 7. Still need to do 7. So maybe I just do a baby heal. And a second attack. The only thing I hate about that is I'm already down 2 crushing weights. I'm really burning through the crushing weights. But I'd like to kill this before it spawns again. Alright. This feels like a pretty good late turn. With a big movement on this side. So I could go a couple ways. So that move 4 is after. It does not have a jump on it. So it might be on the conduit, and then I could attack backwards and push stuff further in the hole. Don't really care about pushing things back out. I'd rather move and push it backwards the following turn. And if I'm going double late to try and let them move up, I will just throw the heal on banner. There's an argument to let them come here, but I think I just go late with a double heal turn as I run by, because I don't know what AoE I could set up. It'd be nice to like jump over and meat grinder backwards, but because Gem's going after, that's not doable. I could go late with the combined effort, and then early with a big move would be the other thing. Because Gem can get up 4, we can get up 2, we can give Gem more movement. I guess I don't hate that. And potentially if I attack, I get even more movement. But I don't think that's going to work, but we'll see. Alright, and then here, I picked the risky double attack because I would love to kill this. I'm going to be down to 3, but then maybe the following turn I pop, consume stamina, and get through. Alright, shield retaliate, that's great. The move and push kind of stinks, but we're going after. We'll figure it out. Oh no, that's big damage. At least we had the disadvantage, so we didn't take the ×2. Alright, I guess if I hit If I hit the ×2 or the +3, I can kill this right now. I thought that was a little greedy, but that's alright. Get crushing weight back to 4. Get our attack here, come on. That's a big flip. Alright, very different tempo than last time. Only thing is now I'm kind of individually getting swarmed on both sides. But we're in a lot better spot. And spawning one on a shield retaliate turn in the middle isn't that scary. Ooh, 5. That's not very nice. Dang, they both curled away from conduits. Alright, we start our movement here. Let's see, where do I need to be to explosive epicenter? I would need to be here and push him that way. Just to push him away feels pretty good. That means I only necessarily want to move 3. Or I move 4 and get 2 more. Yeah, I guess I'm okay with this because then Banner gets the movement as well. So far, I've avoided the poison immobilize, so that's pretty big for me. The other thing I could do would be just to get that wound on. I don't think at the tempo I'm at that I want to wait 22 turns for the wound to do its thing. Alright, we don't care about the damage. I do like the push. And we start both you guys running. I'm going to save my boots until I specifically need to be at a certain range. That is always the right call. Alright, these two are turned off, so I'm safe damage-wise. So here I think I take the consume with a attack that gets me 1 back. If I flip decent, I can potentially kill here. Ooh, but if I take a triple attack, I could be burning is the only risky part. I mean, the heal feels good, but then I'm not getting any persistence back. I could do an attack and then just a move 2. That would get me 2 crushing weights back. Or I slow down for a second and get out my heal card. Because it is going to get a little spicy and I gotta hit through retaliate. I just don't love going late here. There's so much value to just about any of these bottoms. Making the choice a little tough right now. I mean, 4 or 6. I'm banking on hitting a +1 here to get 2 crushing weights back. I think I need to slow down for a turn and do something like this because he should... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. He should focus this way. I hate abandoning Drifter into the corner for now, but I'm going to need that heal. You know, the only other thing I could do, I guess, would be to get sustained movement out and just try and run away. But I think I got to slow down a touch on this side. Like, I do have to kill these Blade Spinners. Their movement is an issue. Alright, what turn is this? This is the conduit damage turn. So this is actually a pretty good move turn. But I need to get back to my melee form. I'm not going to burn that much stamina right now. And my only way I can do that is to do this attack. Which kind of feels like a wasted turn, but that's my only choice. Banner. I think we just heal. And I get up there a long ways to take focus from at least one of these things. I really like the early game here. I don't love how this mid game's looking so far, but that's alright. Alright, they're not doing anything. That's awesome. They're doing an attack target 3, which stinks, and they are muddling but damaging themselves. Okay. Oh, gem. I wish I could... Wish I could move. But attacking these two is not bad. That's a nice flip there. Let's get you further away, get you further away. Stamina-wise, where are we at? I'm going to call it good right now. That's big, he'll take conduit damage. Drifter's muddled, so I'm kind of glad I didn't go for the big damage play. Not ideal, but I'm glad I'm only taking them on... By them, I mean the attacks on one person at a time. Okay, we got that up. I know it's disadvantage, so I don't like disadvantaging into retaliate, but he's 6, so also if I just run away and get him towards the conduit, I'm safe, but I don't have a ton of movement. Alright, we do that, and I think I'm going to take this just to make sure I'm not burning damage-wise as I run away. That was a big turn, no movement there. They got zapped. That's nice that they're both half health. Gem, we need our biggest movement, so probably Hornet. Honestly, probably Hornet, and disarming him so he doesn't hit multiple feels good. That puts me here. So I could... That's at 23, so I'll go 24 there. And then... I think this feels like a pretty decent consume. Get a move, kill him on retaliate. And I might move away and attack back with fortitude. It's not as much damage. Well, I'm okay with that. No, we go at 21 if I'm doing the retaliate play. Okay. Automaton's got the range attack. We're going to hit it sooner or later. It is what it is. I'm going to kill one and get it back, but I think I give up a health here. A good start. That's a good start. Is there a better play? No, because I really don't like the Blade Spinner's turn. Yeah, I'll take the extra damage too, and then I'm going to heal all this nonsense off. I don't care about the retaliate, it is what it is. So I was already poisoned, that's why I didn't get the 2. Wish I did, that would have been a really nice crit there. Still in melee with that turn as well, which was part of the goal. So I could attack back this way with let them come for a heal and then a move 4. Or I could tip the spear this way to try and kill. I mean, I think killing is just always better to avoid damage. Well, we tried. We tried. The muddle got me. How far are they moving? 2? Guess I could move up here. That gives me... That doesn't give me the right shape for the 4, but it protects me there. It does kind of sacrifice Gem a little bit, but that's okay. We take it, he dies, we get an ability back, just like we drew it up. Oof, that was a big flip. Weirdly, that kind of clears their path, and it makes it a lot scarier on the other side. Alright, so we channeling here, try and kill things, and run away. Drifter. This is the only play I got. I really want to use it for the move 3, bigger attack. Get a persistent back on that, and it kind of hides me on that side if he only hits a move 1. So I'm good with that play. And then here, I think because we're in the middle of the map and Gem's in a bad spot, I got to short rest to support Gem. Regroup, I don't really want to lose. Meat Grinder, I don't want to lose. Shoot. I really was hoping to get rid of the Flat Bean. So if I can get Gem to this side at 40, I could go late with a Let Them Come and get a heal on Gem. And then maybe the Boldening Blow to keep things moving. What turn is this? This is the conduit damage turn. And I'm only getting Gem to here. Ooh, not ideal. I have the jump, but I still need a bigger movement than I have. Potentially Gem's killing, running. So I think Banner, I just need to get moving and then either let them come for a double heal or get the regroup on Gem to start ticking back up some health. I'm going to take the regroup because he'll take 6 at the end of the turn anyway. Alright, they did hit a move 2. That's a little unfortunate, but we got the 1 buried way back here, which is nice. So either way, he's going to get to me, but I'm going to do this to keep... What are these guys doing? Alright, pretty big hits. That's not ideal, but it is what it is. We're doing a good job keeping our persistence out. It is getting a little sketchy in terms of health, because he's doing an attack 6 and I'm at 7, so I don't love that. I might just get a card back in hand here for protection, so I'm burning a card rather than something else, and movement's so important, I'll get rid of Prudent Prep. Alright, you can move 3, and Banner's getting potentially 2 away. I'm actually safe from you, and you get by a conduit. No, you potentially would go hit there, and then you'd come on this side, and then Blade Spinner couldn't get to anyone. And Blade Spinner's doing a bigger attack than them, so I'm actually okay if he lives. So I'm gonna double attack here then. I guess that all that doesn't work because Banner's going later, so Banner's taking an extra attack. I think this is a decent turn to get Gem as far away as possible. No. We stick here, because then Gem takes 1 of the attack 1s. And I'm going to be in range for him. Do I want to pick up a card to use with this? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Probably. Probably I can get off a attack here, or it gives me a choice of what I'm burning. So I just want a range attack, probably into my Embrace. Are you guys making me fire? You are making me fire. 1, 2, 3. If I'm going here to hide from the conduit, I need to be at 3. I was debating getting this and doing huge damage. There's a lot of validity to that, but I can't really set it up unless I then use Banner to give Gem more movement. And Gem's got to do something on its own, so I won't pick that one right now. Alright, I really just care about low flips on Drifter and Gem. That's a good flip. Uh-oh, I wish that one was on Drifter. So dead, getting damaged. Do I Bolding Blow this turn? It would allow me to kill here, get a Bless here, and I could still move Gem out, but then I'm stuck on this side rather than on this side. I think I just take the team movement and get Gem set up for next turn. And then this gives me, like, the attack with wound, gives me lots of options. I did short rest, and I have been taking hits, so let me get a couple items back. Oh, shoot, I haven't done my advantage attack. I definitely thought I did. Because I wanted the scope and that back greedily, but that's okay. That's alright. Yeah, that's a big 6 there. So an attack, move, push, probably. Feels like a pretty good... I move here and push. I do have someone behind me, so I could get off the tip of the spear for a 3. Or I could just do a javelin and something else. That'd be a nice javelin and move and get a regen, but that's being too greedy. I think I just do a javelin, still an attack 3. That gives me a choice of what to kill, and then I do this to set up Gem in the position I want for next turn, doing something big. And then Drifter. This has to be a short rest because I got to keep running away. Don't love losing that one, but it is what it is. I have more important ones in the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm only getting by 1 for a persistent. I could move 2, get a heal. Not a bad consuming stamina just to get a heal that way. Do I start to congregate a little bit rather than leaving Drifter solo? Maybe. So the other thing I could do would be something like a move to heal, chunk of flesh heal. But then I'm getting attacked. Oh, there's a lot of validity to a lot of things here. You know, the other thing I could do would be move up, pop my retaliate, and then bloodletting wouldn't trigger, but it would probably get him close enough for the retaliate to kill, which gets me a persistent back. And then I could do the double heal turn running away. But if he hits his range card, then I'm in trouble. I think the safest play is probably just the double heal, and that gets things in range to kill next turn and run away and get persistence back that way. So that's my play there. Alright, Ruin Machines are doing huge damage. Automatons we don't care about. Blade Spinners, that's a pretty big attack and wound, so I don't love that. I gotta get through this turn and then sneak off to work, and we will finish this up tonight. So I am scared enough of taking a whole bunch of these that I'm gonna attack in front of me. And based on what they drew, so are they moving? Yeah, shoot, it's a move too. So I can dodge you just by moving. I can't dodge you. I really don't want to waste both attacks here, but this potentially makes me single or double burn. So I think I have to focus him. Oh. I need to actually move 2 there. That way it gives me the push. I need that push to set up the range here so then I can javelin and hide in the corner. Okay. Alright, we're going to call it there since I'm restarting this round. I'm going to come back and do this right. We'll stick with these same plays as long as I remember after a long day of work. But hey, thanks for tuning in, and we're going to get this dub. I'm feeling really good about the tempo of this mission. This is how we're supposed to do it, not the earlier episode. Alright, we are back. So, here was the Locust Host turn. I needed to move far enough to potentially push. This turn was the Javelin Combined Effort turn. And we went at 32 right after Gem. And then here was a short rest. We did burn this card. And we needed to move and heal. And then launch the top here and get a double heal turn off as we run across the room. Alright, something like that was our last turn. I know they are doing a big attack, and I know they're doing their explosive trap damage. I'm redoing this turn because I messed up Gems. I need to get this push off so Gem can do the second piece of it as well. So they shielded. That was lucky. We get the attack on him for the kill. I'm going to take the attack 4, which is unfortunate. But we do what we can. Alright, that's not bad. Gem's turn. So I need to move with the boots. And what do you have? Javelin? Alright. So let's get all the way over here. They're spawning, so they're not triggering anything there. We push you to the far side, and that protects me. It's interesting that these are difficult terrain. I would have expected that to count as 2. So is it worth me doing this attack now that I have protected Banner this way, or do I focus here? The right answer, they're only moving 2, right? Yeah, the right answer is probably starting to get damage off. But that's going to keep me in melee, that's going to keep me in range form, and I want to be in melee form for the Thresh and Flail. So I'm going to do this for the sake of the Thresh and Flail. Shoot! Okay, alright, that's alright. That still sets me up for a big melee turn. And then, let's see here. We move. Where do I want Gem for my next turn? I will have Wind, so I could do an attack 3 Strengthen. I could let them come. I mean, these are all 3s, so I might as well do the 3 Strengthened. So I guess next turn doesn't matter where I am. I'm going to hide Gem in the corner to get a little bit more healing then. You can't get to me, you can't get to me. We start damaging this as quickly as we can. Alright, those are good flips, those are good flips. We take that. That's a huge flip. We're kind of getting pinned in over here, but that's okay. Man, Drifter's got his work cut out for him. Alright, we short rest. We're in the form we want. Here we go deflecting. Kind of tempted to throw this out, so they're both hitting me with a shield. Either that, or I don't hate the Banner of Strength over here to wipe this side as quick as possible. No, I can't do that because I have to move. Shoot, yeah, I need to move, so... Okay, this is my deflecting turn, along with probably Tip. And then next turn's got to be a let them come to heal. Here, let's do big damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm okay, only a move 3 ends on a loot. I don't really want to do another heal quite yet. Ooh, I don't have a way to move and get a persistent out. And I don't really want to end by the conduits. Kind of feels like it might be a good turn for a Fortitude bottom. And I know that seems aggressive, but then I could go straight into, like, this guy for at least one kill in a muddle. But I'm not moving at all. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I think I just attack and do the move 4. Even if it doesn't do anything for me. I think that's still worth it. Because if I get here, even if they stack up by the conduit, they're still all dead. Alright, so it's got to be breakthrough. Is it worth healing the wound off? Ooh, I guess so, because it's a heal 4 and I get rid of the wound. Mind Spike, not my favorite to get rid of, because this gives me pretty nice control on the guys at the end, but I need to keep Thresh and Flail for big damage this turn. So let's do that, and then get to range form with that bottom. The other thing I could do would be to get out Channeling Boon, because that would allow me to not give them fire, but then I'm getting out a double burn. I think I'm at an okay spot for that aggressive turn here. And then we're going to Deflecting and take 2 attacks. I don't hate it, I don't love it. But I really need to kill it this turn. I'm doing 4, 3, 2. That's 7, 9, and another 3 is 12, so I need 2 good flips. It's kind of risky. It's pretty risky on Banner's part. I mean, I could guarantee it by doing the double burn here with Reckless, but that doesn't feel great. Alright, we stick with this. Nice. They're just muddling at a mid-initiative. They're not attacking. Blade Spinner is... Okay. We get here. We do this. Come on, big flips, big flips. Good thing we were at advantage. So we rolled into the ×2 rather than the -2. That makes this kill pretty doable. Man, Drifter's just kind of solo doloing this whole mission. Let's see here. I mean, eventually I gotta wear these guys down. Ooh, that's a brutal miss. I feel like I have hit that miss with Drifter so many times. Let's see, I think we get continuous health back up because we're still soloing full side. We run away from the conduit. Man, I wish he took damage from the conduit. That would be so nice. Alright, big flips here, big flips. Come on. Wowza. That's unfortunate. Did the burn for 1 attack. These two have both hit their ×2s like crazy, and Drifters hit the miss like crazy. So I guess it all evens out, but it does feel a little bad. I will steal this so I can control the fire, I think. Let's see, if I stay in melee, what could I do? Maybe move and immobilize? That's actually not bad either, because I could start to run away. Alright, maybe it's not worth it this turn. It's probably not worth it this turn. I'm going to start with the movement to get out of here. Yeah, I know the models. Okay, these guys are killing themselves. It's a little less overwhelming in the middle, but Drifter's kind of in a bad way. Conduit kills there. Alright, back to spawning. So I feel like this is a good let them come movement turn. this would be a good time to move 3 along with the immobilize. And I want to get the heal off first. And here, what are we doing? 1, 2, 3. Running by everything and getting off a big attack. Alright, move 3, attack 5. That's sketchy. That's okay because I'm so far away. And they are immobilizing, which kind of stinks for the following turn. Which actually really stinks for the following turn, because then I'm immobilized by this. But I'm going to risk it. I'm just going to keep my super aggressive tempo. Because even if Drifter can kill this with Banner Gem, I might be able to just kill the orb at the end. Alright, we get our move 2. We melee attack at range. I'm feeling pretty good about this one. That's a good muddled attack. That's a good muddle. The heal is the most important part. Alright, is there a better play? Not really. I'm still just going to do this because he's immobilized for next turn. The muddle means we don't get the wound. I wish I could have moved to the loot, but that's okay. Alright, we are range. Got a little spicier on that left side now. Feeling pretty good about an attack push here. And doing that strengthened feels pretty strong. There's no fire out for an attack 4, so I'll stick with that. Banner, can I afford to long rest here? Probably not. What attack do I have? So, I have the Javelin. I have that for another heal. Tip of the Spear feels pretty good, but I'm immobilized. Emboldening Blow. I guess I could do an attack 4 disarm there. Yeah, I don't hate that. I don't hate the Emboldening Blow getting a bless in Gem's deck. Because Gem's got a lot of damage to do probably to the orb. And I think I need to short rest. This doesn't feel like a long rest position with everything coming this way. We're immobilized here, so I just need to do as much damage as possible. I don't have great damage cards. So I heal myself and get some damage off. I'm going to go at 65 for a double heal. Alright, it is what it is. Kind of feels like it would be a good time to get out a banner here. Because that's going to allow Gem to do more damage. That's going to allow me to do more damage. I think that is a necessary evil. Okay, move 2, they're not getting there. Ruin machines are trouble. There's no fire out, so that's not terrible. So the machines are the scariest thing. Putting it on this side so the blades just don't come up and kill it. Come on, big flip. Gem. Does that change what we're doing here? Probably, because if I kill, then I'm not taking the trap damage. Which feels pretty important. And do I want to stay in range then, or melee? Ooh, tough choice. I guess I'd rather go melee. Might be a good turn in melee to move and get out Horn Beetle or a Reckless. Yeah, I don't mind being in melee. I have options there. So I'm still going to do this for the advantaged attack. advantage, attack 3 with that. Still really like the idea of the attack and push. Gem hitting a ×2 again. I really should loot that on my way out of here. Okay. We at least got the poison off, so now our actual heal's bigger. Man, I'm still immobilized. I mean, it would be big to kill and negate damage. Because I'm going to take 6, 12, 18... It's too much. I gotta pray to get lucky, and I didn't. That's okay. We tried. I knew the immobilize was going to be an issue. The immobilize plus the trap, that's just a rough turn. Receive 2, that puts me under 12. I will take that. Let me burn here. Probably draining arrows. Ooh, rough turn, rough turn. Can I get 12 damage out of Drifter in one turn? I do not think so. So it's probably a long rest. I have 1 crushing weight. Yeah, I only have 1 crushing weight. I'm getting to a point that less things are spawning. I need to slow down over here a second. Because I'll have to get a move to get a crushing weight back, and then attack and get a crushing weight back, which means I really want to choose what I'm getting rid of. Alright, we are melee here. No suns out. I think the disarm and jump over them feels pretty good. This would be a pretty nice explosive epicenter. I think this is a deflecting explosive epicenter, so I'm at least pushing and not taking retaliate. Shoot, that's a big... Oh, he's going to attack there. I'm actually okay with that. Flame spinners are a bit of an issue. We're going to do it on this guy, see if we can kill something. Let's see here. I still want to be within 3. Yeah. You guys are moving 5. Alright. I'll just confirm it. That's fine. And then I'm definitely taking that movement and getting away, because it not only gets me the loot, it gets me out of the retaliate. I have a move to... Do I want to move back up into them? Probably not. I mean, actually, probably, because I'm disarming 1, so I'm only taking 1 attack 2. I'm going to loot here. I think I need it for the town. Is it worth it? Or is it worth getting over to Drifter as fast as possible? It's got to be Drifter, right? That's the only answer here. That's the only answer to this. Alright, the wound feels bad, but the disarm feels good. I can poison this. Ooh, alright, it's about time Gem didn't flip well. I deserve that. I deserve that. Nice, the banner lives to see another day. The banner doesn't live to see another day. Alright, here we go. So I need a bottom to get me back, and then I really think Chunk of Flesh or something similar is what I need. So probably Breakthrough, Chunk of Flesh. It's probably time to get rid of Fortitude. Or Shockwave. Probably Shockwave. I'm impressed with Drifter, man. We've soloed this whole mission. So still 5 and 3. I don't have my boots. I was going to say it'd be nice to pop that here and push them both back, but I don't have my boots to make it a move 2. So I think I just get my booty moving and attack 1 and try and kill it. Let's see here. They moved, so Tip of the Spear is no good. Boldening Blow. I gotta figure out this shape. This might be a Boldening Blow turn. So behind, attack here, so it'd be a 4, but I'd get a disarm there. And then with Gem, I could attack backwards. So then I just take Regroup for initiative to run away. And here... Alright, here I need to think. Because if I go stand next to that, I'm going to take 6 again. I don't know that I can afford 6 again right now. I think this is probably a late turn with the Chunk of Flesh breakthrough. Because I'm going to get a heal there, I'll get heals there. Yeah, I can't do the Fortitude Crushing Weight. I need to have a double turn, so it's got to be something like that. Nice, they hit their shield, that's lucky. Shield 2. Ooh, 2 pure damage at 12. That's a nasty flip. That's a nasty flip. Tough choice, right? I don't want to get rid of my range attack, but this is my move 4. Gems burning on the turn. This also changes it, because now I really don't want to take the retaliate. So I need to just heal here. And then we start running our booties away. Not what I had in mind. Would have liked to kill something there, but it is what it is. Sure, let's take that at disadvantage. Banner saved Gem's butt right there. Let's see. This is an attack 3 or 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I knew that was too far. I get to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's get around the corner. And then we... Oh, I was like, why is that only an attack 1? Because of the shield. That's fine. Let's chip our way through this. It's worth pulling here so Banner can do a melee attack. Ooh, that's a tough choice. I mean, probably I'm stuck in the middle of the map. I've got a short rest again, so... Probably... Alright, you're by the conduit. You take a guaranteed 6. I pretty much need to just chill out for a turn and not be by the conduit and get some crushing weights back. Oh no, I'm an idiot. I didn't think about that not being turned off. That's 100% my bad. Alright, gotta be Locust. That was dumb. That was so unnecessary. I feel like on someone I need to long rest. Kind of feel like it needs to be Gem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm in melee. If I kill the conduit this turn, then it doesn't spawn, but it's going to spawn 2 automatons. I could do the drag down here, the javelin here. Oh, I don't like short resting there, but I feel like I have to. Alright, we go boom, and then probably a fortitude for an attack 5. I will do that strengthened. Gem, we do a drag down. Banner, we hit here. I don't really want to lose Firefly, but it is what it is. Okay, deflecting's gone. So we javelin and... I think I just javelin and move. And then here, we hit a drag down. And I think I try and get in position to take... Man, I can't take focus from Drifter. But I want to move this way at least 1, so I think let's do a Hornbeetle drag down. Okay, they hit the range attack, that's kind of crappy. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least I'm at 4 there, and Drifter will take it at disadvantage there. Alright, here we go. Come on. That's a good start to this turn. This is a crucial turn. This is a crucial turn. I got faith in Drifter over there. Plus, I really needed the herb. We gotta keep working on that retirement goal. Alright, we get the retaliate. There's no way that's ever gonna proc, but that's okay. Let's hit the 5 strengthened. Oh, I'm glad I did that strengthened. Okay. Banner. This would be a big javelin. This would be a big javelin. This would not be a big javelin. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 5 movement. All enemies within 2. I think Banner's going to suffer 1, but that's okay. I'm not going to say Banner deserves it for not getting the kill, but it would have been nice to get the kill. I'll leave it at that. Alright, I have to kill this turn. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I got greedy on the loot there. Kind of feels like this is just the team support turn of all support turns. Can I afford to lose my extra damage? I kind of have to, right? There's nothing else I can do. So I'm doing a weak attack there. Oh, well, it's a decent attack, but I'm gonna need a second attack. I'm giving movement here. The attack 6 feels aggressive. Let's just try the attack 3 strengthened. Ooh, the blade splinter. I hate that. Automatons aren't doing anything. Ruin machines. Loki, I kind of want to give it to Banner. I'm probably burning either way. But Banner would be nice to not burn. Because the movement support is kind of crucial. Alright, we got it within 2. And I have a strengthened attack 3. Which feels like a kill. I could do this emboldening blow. Emboldening blow would hit that, right? Because it's boom boom. No, I'm the gray, so it's boom 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 boom. So it would not. Okay. I take the self-heal because Flame is going to attack me. And this is within 3. So I stay here. I'm going to get Drifter coming back. And I get Gem in position to finish this off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Alright, Blade Spinner strengthened. That's the priority next turn. I definitely can't miss this. We need to hit this strengthened. The only thing about fleeing Drifter... Oh, alright, we made it.
The final pillar is reduced to a chaotic mass of cable and scrap. And the high-pitched whine emanating from the orb
Man,
slowly
more?
lowers
What
and
in
it
the world?
sputters out. The yellow light flickers and fades. The orb is vulnerable, but the
All right.
fight isn't over.
Beelining the orb. Here we go.
As a last-ditch effort to protect the power source, 2 hulking giants of metal rise
Man,
up
is
from
he still
machinery
really reading?
beneath the orb. You're not sure you can...
Alright, so I'm definitely probably burning there. It was a good turn to summon these guys. At least I'm not getting overwhelmed by damage. And he only moved 1. Okay, we're chilling, we're chilling. I mean, feels like a good turn for as much damage as possible with the jump. 1, 2, 3, attack, attack. Or 1, 2, 3. Nope, it's got to be here. Okay. Short rest. Short rest. We're getting swarmed. I can't have bad flips here. It's kind of a big loss, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm fine losing Prudent Prep. Regroup. It's kind of a clutch one to lose, but that's alright. So, based on my positioning, this is now... This is the Boldening Blow. Let's get a Bless in Drifter's deck. Drifter, we go late for a heal with as much movement as we can. Or do I bank on the kill and running through right after? Probably that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I buy 2 enemies. There's no persistent to get back, but I chunk a flesh. If I'm only doing an attack 2, the other thing I could do would be consume stamina. But I'm fine with this for now. No, I don't love the 40 initiative there. I could do this much earlier. Then I'm in range for him. Then I gotta get back to melee. And I need the jump on here, so it's gonna put me in range for him. Yeah, I really don't want to get stuck, so I'm just gonna run. Alright, Banner, here you go. Boldening Blow, select targets. Why don't we like that? Do I have to rotate it? Alright, what am I missing here? This is sad, I've had this card for a while and this is my first time using it. Yeah, I mean, let me look at the other cards and just make sure. Yeah, so the gray's always me. I'm here. Boom. I should have my choice to attack either of these. And I want to select him. That feels atypical. I mean, getting that Bless in Drifter's deck is kind of crucial. Okay. What if we spin it so we just catch this way? And then we attack here. This doesn't feel like a me problem. I haven't had trouble with any of the other AoEs. Have any of you guys noticed this? Select targets. Like, I've got my highlighted. This would be my 4 from this angle. I should be able to pick. And I can't. I mean, I guess I'd just do a basic attack then. The issue is I'm not getting a Bless in Drifter's deck. So min-max wise, that feels kind of crappy. But, and I'm doing, rather than attack 4 and attack 2. But like, if I don't kill him here, this is really annoying. I mean, I've got it locked in. I mean, I'm not skipping it. I need that attack. Alright, so if I'm just gonna do a basic attack and move, I guess I'd rather do this and move Banner up as well. That's so annoying. Okay. That matters so much. Why is Boldening Blow not working? That's frustrating, especially knowing I hit a -1, because, like, my whole point of this turn is to kill him. I need to kill him to make the path. I had the 4 attack to do 2 damage, which could miss, but it's a 1 in 20 chance, right? I'm willing to risk those odds. And instead I hit a -1 and lose it. So I went early with the jump to be safe here. I short rested, and I need something that does 3 damage with Banner then. So Explosive Epicenter does 3 damage. I'm going to, I guess, pick that just because I need the damage. My whole strategy is based on hitting there. Here I stick with the move 4, and let's do the attack with heal to hopefully keep from burning. Really would still love that Bless in Drifter's deck. I guess in a weird way this works for the movement, but it was not my intention. I think the Bless is worth more than the movement when I could get there anyway. Can't poison those guys. I'm kind of going to sack Banner off this turn. So I think I just maybe move 1 more and take focus from everyone there. Alright, Gem, get that booty scooting. We change forms based on that. I'd rather do an attack 2 than an attack 1. Sure, an extra damage, we take that. Alright. 18, we did 3. There's a song about being a 1/6 of the way there, right? I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Gonna kind of flee these guys to the far side to see if I can just play keep away. I mean, low-key, Banner's probably better damage than Drifter right now. But, I have a lot more stamina with Drifter. Okay. And I'm at 4. That's a burn. And I'm at 5. That's a burn. And I'm at 4. That's dead. Alright, well, we survived. I need to do 12 damage as fast as possible. So I'm going to run to this side and do an attack. 2, 3. I guess over here I need to be at range 3 or 4. Drifter, I have the bottom attack there. Feels like a pretty good Vile Assault, and just get off as many attacks as I can. And hope I flip well. That's kind of an issue, but it is what it is. I'm gonna keep Gem as healthy as possible. That's a big crit on there. We're pushing away here. That actually helps a lot. Alright, let's see. This is only 3 damage. This is potentially 5 damage with 3 flips. Let's got to be that at this stage in the game. Come on, where's that outburst? Where's that +3? Alright, we take +1s. We take +1s. We have a +2 and a +3. We can't wound the orb. It'd feel good. Nice, we live that. We burn here. We don't burn there. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay. My goal is going to be to kill it and then potentially run away and make sure something lives in case I got to survive to the end of the turn. Alright, moving 3 and moving 4, so I'm going to have to run a long ways. Feels like a good chance for fortitude here. Nice. We did it. There's no loot I can get to, and they are gonna murder me. Gem, my friend. Alright. Run away, dude. Run away. I don't want both to die and lose. We did it. Definitely spammed a couple redo turns in there. One was 100% my fault on the Geminate push when I was setting up that double push play. So that was 100% my bad. Obviously, I redid the Boldening Blow turn at the end because that just did not work. Let's go. Got a dub, though. A lot better strategy. That's definitely how you have to play that one. Definitely need to just focus multiple pillars off the start. Yeah, so that's kind of a good example of back-to-back missions. I know I've been losing a lot.
You aim true, and the orb cracks. The thick glass splits like a piece of marble, and the light within it fades. A puff of smoke leaks out, smelling of burnt sap and rain. The room reels in response. The machine sees and falls silently to the ground. But the door leading onward slams shut, locked into place by a thick metal gear.
Okay, definitely thought there was going to be more.
And a pained creaking echoes throughout the room. One of the plates gives an unwilling turn. You press harder still and discover the entire ring spins as well. You spend a great deal of time doing this, turning the ring and the plates into different positions, but beyond making a fair deal of noise, the door refuses to budge. You look closer and see a number of symbols etched in the wall along the circumference of the device. Starting from the top and going clockwise, you see a skull, a scarab, a triangle, a moon, a star, and an anchor. They must mean something, but as much as it pains you to admit, without further context, you'll have to turn back for now.
Interesting, some kind of puzzle. What I was saying is, I know we've been losing a little bit. I'll start with this next, but hopefully with the theory crafting in the outpost and then going back at it once we fully kind of understand everything with the mission rules and what our main goals need to be. Hopefully you're kind of at least enjoying the growth and taking something away. So I appreciate you guys watching, and we will be back soon with another video. I don't know that we're going to take on Skyhall yet. I still feel that we just don't have enough control for that one. But I really want to get into the Lurker quest to get Raven's Keep, to then do 59 or 69 to start retiring Drifter. So we're getting there. All right, guys. Have a good one.